Hello everyone. So it is Thursday evening and I just came back from my holidays, and since the Booker longlist was announced a couple of days ago, I thought I will run you through my thoughts about it, and we can also talk about my plans. So the first one I have here is A Passage North by Anuk Arudpragasam, hopefully, which is about Sri Lanka. It's also the author of The Story of a Brief Marriage, which I have heard about. And yeah, I'm super excited about this one. It's one of the few ones in the long list actually that has a more international feel to it. So I'm really excited for this one. The next one is Second Place by Rachel Cusk, and to be honest, I'm not excited about this one. I know a lot of people like it, but for me, Rachel Cusk sounds kind of pretentious and millennial, which I have not read her books, so maybe I'm completely wrong and I would love this, but hearing from it, it doesn't sound like something it will be in my realm of things I like. We'll see. The next one is The Promise by Damon Galgut, and this one is from South Africa. I'm not sure if Damon Galgut is a black author or is just a white author from South Africa. Yeah, I think it's a white author from South Africa. I have heard good things about this one. It has been compared a little bit to J.M. Coetzee, but I have not enjoyed the things that I have read from J.M. Coetzee, so I'm not sure about this one. I also have read a few books from white authors from South Africa and I was not impressed, so I don't know. We will see. The next one is The Sweetness of Water by Nathan Harris, and this one is about the American Civil War. And to be honest, it sounds a little bit like overdone, this kind of thing, like the Underground Railroad or the Water Dancer, that kind of thing. So I'm not sure. I think I have read a fair amount of things that sound similar. It could be completely different in the format, but the story itself sounds kind of similar, so I'm not sure about that one. And the next one is Klara and the Sun by Kazuo Ishiguro. It was the one that everyone expected in the long list. And yeah, I'm excited about that one. I have liked Kazuo Ishiguro's books before. I'm not like a complete crazy fan, but I have enjoyed his books, and this one sounds kind of different. I know that Kieran doesn't like it, but yeah, other than that, I think that it sounds interesting and I'm looking forward to that one. The next one in the list is An Island by Karen Jennings, and this one I think it's another South African one. The description doesn't give a lot of details about the place, but I think the author is South African, if I'm not mistaken. This one sounds interesting to me. It says that a young refugee washes up unconscious on the beach of a small island inhabited by no one but Samuel, an old lighthouse keeper. Unsettled, Samuel is soon swept by memories of his former life on the mainland, a life that saw his country suffer under colonizers, then fight for independence, only to fall under the rule of a cruel dictator. So yeah, it sounds interesting. Again, the author is a white South African, so I'm not very sure about that. And I've heard some people have started this, didn't like the writing, so we will see. And then the next one is A Town Called Solace by Mary Lawson, which is it's one of the best-selling ones, I think. I'm not sure if it has been some famous book club or something, but also the cover looks quite bestseller kind of book. But you never know. So yeah, this one seems to be about a family drama. which, yeah, I'm not so excited about. This one is one that, yeah. The next one is No One Is Talking About This by Patricia Lockwood, which has been in a lot of people's radars, I think, already, because it is also in the Women's Prize for Fiction in the shortlist, I think. And it's, again, millennial fiction, they say, and it's a lot about the internet. I am not excited about this one either, but you never know. The next one is The Fortune Men by Nadifa Mohamed. So in this case, the author is, I think, Somali, but she has grown up in the UK, in Cardiff, if I'm correct. So the book is about Cardiff in 1950s, and some immigrants in Cardiff in the 1950s from Somalia and from West India, from Jewish families. So this one sounds interesting. I think it's also a bit of a crime novel, so I'm curious about this one. This one is interesting to me. Also, a lot of people were happy in the Discord that it was a Welsh book, sort of Welsh book. This is in Cardiff. So yeah, that one it's interesting. Then the next one is Bewilderment by Richard Powers, which is one of the ones that I'm most excited about in the long list, just because I love the Overstory by Richard Powers, and this one seems to be a little bit on the same vein, I guess. So it says the astrobiologist Theo Bryan searches for light throughout the cosmos while single-handedly raising his unusual 9-year-old, Robin, following the death of his wife. Robin is a warm, kind boy who spends hours painting elaborate pictures of endangered animals. He is also about to be expelled from 3rd grade for smashing his friends in the face. As his son grows more troubled, Theo hopes to keep him off psychoactive drugs. He learns of an experimental neurofeedback treatment to bolster Robin's emotional control, one that involves training the boy on the recorded patterns of his mother's brain. So yeah, this one sounds a little bit of sci-fi, but also a lot of nature themes. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. I don't know how it will go, but I'm excited for this one. Then the next one is China Room by Sanjeev Sahota, which a lot of people in the Discord, in the Booker Boy Discord, were really excited about this one. And it says a multi-generational novel of love, oppression, trauma, and the pursuit of freedom, inspired in part by the author's own family history. So it's about 1929 Punjab, apparently. And yeah, this one sounds good to me. I wouldn't say it's the one that sounds the best, but it sounds good to me. I'm excited for this one. We will see how it goes. Then we have The Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead, which I actually have already started. I'm, I don't know, 20% of the way in. It's the longest one in the long list as well. It's 600 pages. And basically it follows two timelines. One in modern day of a girl that is an actress, and another one of, like, I think it's 100 years before, of a girl that grows up in the US and wants to be a pilot. Yeah, Montana. I don't know if Montana is in the south, but in the US. And yeah, both of these girls are growing up without their parents because they died. And yeah, I don't know what the connection is between the two of them yet. I think the actress is going to play the pilot in a movie, but I don't know how the stories are going to connect to each other. I think that's one of the main points of the book, but yeah, so far it's I'm a bit doubtful about it, let's say, but we will see how it goes. In principle, learning about women pilots that kicked ass 100 years ago sounds good to me. But yeah, the execution so far is a bit doubtful for me. And then the last one is Light Perpetual by Francis Puford. They say it's very inventive, and yeah, it's about 20th century London. I'm not sure exactly what the timeline or the story, the plot is, but it follows some children in 20th century London, which, yeah, for me it's just a quite neutral thing. It could be amazing, it could just be an average book. It sounds like could be a very average book to me, but you never know. So yeah, that's the long list. As a whole, what I think, there are quite some few books that I am looking forward to in that list. There are a few of them that I'm not looking forward to. I haven't read any of them, but there are a few that I'm not looking forward to. I knew about maybe 4 of them before the long list, but Rainier has a video discussing this as well. It doesn't feel very diverse. I think there is the Sri Lankan book and the Punjabi book, and the rest, I mean, there are a couple of South Africans but from white authors, and then there's like Kazuo, Ishiguro and stuff. Not a lot of representation, I think. Also, I'm not sure about the sexuality of any of these people, but yeah, some of the books in there sound kind of generic. I don't know if the style is the thing that makes them special. Some of them sound super interesting. Some of them sound very millennial, which is not my thing, but I understand that a lot of people like that. So yeah, overall I think it's kind of even though it's always a lot of new books in this list, and I think most people have not predicted most of the books, I feel like it's a bit of a safe list. But yeah, if you want more thoughts about that kind of thing, you can go to Rainier's channel. He has a whole video discussing that. I'm not going to go in depth into that because I think that makes more sense to discuss when I have read the books and I actually see why they are chosen, or if I don't see why they were chosen. But yeah, so as I said as well, I'm reading The Great Circle now, Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead, and I have plans to read as much as I can. I don't know, life will say if I am able to read all of them, if it's not busy, or if it's busy, or how many of them I can get my hands on. So far there are 2 that are in my library. They tend to get some of the other ones on the course of time when they are nominated, but for now only Klara and the Sun, and No One Is Talking About This, are in my library. I put a hold for both, and No One Is Talking About This is already available to me, so I think I'll go this weekend to pick it up. Klara and the Sun has a waiting list, so I don't know when I will get it. And then Second Place and Light Perpetual are on Script, I think. And I think An Island is in Kindle Unlimited. I don't have Script or Kindle Unlimited, but I could figure out how to sign up for free trials to read those books, and hopefully my library and Script will get some more of those books, because that normally happens. Once these books are in the long list, everyone wants to get them, so my library will slowly get them, and also Script, I think, will make them more available. So normally I am able to get most of the books that way, and then there might be a few that I can't, and in that case I might consider buying them depending on which they are, and especially if they make it to the shortlist or so. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. I want to read them all. I'm not sure if I will be able to, because I feel like when you read them all you get a better idea of the whole the whole long list and you understand better why those books are there and so on. And especially, as I said before, regarding the diversity of this list, I can understand better why that was chosen how it was. But yeah, that's a bit of my plan. If you want a better schedule, a more precise schedule, you can go to Kieran's channel. He has put up a schedule, and he has a Discord channel where we discuss the books as we read them, and hopefully more or less I can follow those prompts, because I think the first 5 books that he has in that schedule are 5 books that I probably will have available. I'm not sure Klara and the Sun will be available soon, but other than that, I think the other ones I have available if I sign up for things and stuff. So yeah, that's my plan so far. I will be reading as many of them as I can before the shortlist is announced, which I think it's sometime in September, mid-September. So I still have a month and a half, and the ones that I have not read by then, I will see if they make them to the shortlist, and if they don't, I will still be interested in reading them if they are available to me and I don't have to buy them, or if I'm really interested in them anyway. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning to do. We will see how I go, because as I said, I am dependent on what is available to me, and yeah, we will see. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any plans for the booker, and until next video, bye!